Hey guys, it's SodaMan coming at you with a quick video on wars, and I just want to throw out a little tip for you guys here. One of the biggest mistakes that I see players making in a war, okay, when you're fighting another squad, not just regular play, but like a war, when you're playing against another squad, a big error that I see a lot of, HQ 8, 9, and 10 people as well, just who don't really understand mechanics of the game, is leaving their squad center exposed. And I'm just going to happen to pick on this person here just because that's who we have available. And I'll kind of decimate the base in a sec here. But the biggest factor, okay, or one of the biggest factors other than making a tough base to play against, is to make sure that you hide your squad center under at least 3 shields. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you can look and see that the HQ here is pretty well protected. Not that that really means much, okay? But the squad center is sort of out in the open here. And actually, if I was a pretty good shot, you could see that the squad center is not fully protected, and you could probably take an X-Wing and just snipe it, from that little corner that's out, like right along this little line here of the bubble. Okay? So what you want to do is, because of the max amount of units of air a person can carry, they're never going to be able to break more than 3 shields. So what that means, if this person had their squad center a little more well covered with shields like this, if they had two extra, one on either side here, I could drop 2 A-wings on it and nothing would happen. There'd still be one and I wouldn't have a direct shot at the squad center. But in this particular case, he's gonna leave. It's gonna be left wide open in a sec when I blow it up with an A-wing. The other thing that this also leaves you open for is being baited, where you place like one rebel here, let it die, and then you place another one over here, and you just sort of deploy units or airstrike somewhere along this line right here to destroy whatever happens to come out of the squad center. I'm sure that Kessin or whatever would make pretty quick work of that. So just want to share that with you guys, and what I'm going to do is teach this poor guy a lesson here. So let's give it a whirl. Boop. Probably only need one. See now, and that just makes it so that his squad center won't be able to be deployed. Okay, so that's a bad thing for him because, well, for a bunch of reasons really, but obviously his troops won't get a shot at defending. Okay, another great big tip is to always bring a couple of extra rebs just in case. Can bait these Sonics. Let the boys go to work here. Always checking the corners just to make sure I didn't miss nothing. Okay, seeing that these guys are getting killed off too. It's always good. Okay, kind of shielding those HFDs just with the Droideka. Again, remember all units are expendable as long as you get 3 stars. That's all that counts. Blasting through. See? And with 10 or so seconds to spare, we're all squared away. Boom. Now, he just happened to be the squad leader, but hopefully he'll see this video and fix up his base a little bit. Alright, just to give you a little sharp contrast when I'm looking at my own base. Okay, you'll notice that I have all 4 here. So that means somebody couldn't come in with 2 A-Wings, or the Imperial equivalent rather, TIE Bomber. They couldn't take out 2 of the shields and still take out the squad center because there's 2 more shields covering it. So, you've kind of, at least in that area, covered it up so you made it sort of like a checkmate for that, so you can't be beat that way, right? So they have to face the squad center, and that's what makes it more difficult to take a base because you never know what's inside of it. So anyway, just as a reminder, make sure you put it at least three of them close by, and then a fourth one if possible. There's a million different ways to do it, of course. Lots of different ways that you can build your base, but just want to help people avoid a common mistake that we see that you can really look and scout ahead when you're in a war to try and take advantage of how the other players built their base and just blow them up, right? So happy hunting, guys.